A tied girl was hanged on the ceiling. The blind old man approached her, took a pair of scissors to cut off her pants. Then he pulled out a white liquid. The girl struggling to scream all over the room. What did she do to get into this situation after all? The three thieves enter a room, quickly turn off the warning, and then split the action. This white guy named Alex, he likes to get things like watches, computers. This bearded guy named Money, or does all kinds of miscellaneous things. And this girl, named Rocky, in order to get rid of the predicament, she accompanied two friends to stole. She was interested in shoes, clothes, and jewelry. After the burglary, the group did not forget to turn on the alarm system. And before going back, they break the glass door to make the alarm goes off. The three of them got in the car and left. On Money's car said that, if he succeeds several times like this one, he will start a new life with Rocky. It turns out that Money and Rocky are a loving couple. Alex in the back heard that a little uncomfortable. Alex's father is a director of a security company. In his home, there are spare keys to households, so the three of them can steal so easily. One day, Money received information that a 70-year-old blind veteran lived alone because his daughter was stabbed to death by a rich girl, so he had a large compensation. Coincidentally, the security system there was installed by Alex's father as well. After listening, Rocky immediately became greedy, but Alex firmly protested. Isn't that any different from making me hurt my dad? My father and I cannot get away with this. After saying that, Alex immediately got up and walked away. At night, Rocky texted Alex to beg him to finish this case for her sake. She needed that money to take her and her sister out of here because her family situation was so difficult. And Alex, because he likes Rocky, also agreed to do this. The three of them immediately went to the veteran's residence. Suddenly a large dog burst into the car door towards the three of them, biting loudly until someone called him back. It turned out to be the old man blind. The three of them who saw that immediately decided to act tonight. In the evening they went to his house and threw the bait to feed the dog. After entering the house smoothly, Money went directly to the old man's room and released the smoke to anesthetize. Heard the movement. The sleeping old man suddenly woke up and stared at Money, finally reaching out his hand to turn off the TV. Continue to sleep. Money saw that, immediately closed the door and went out. Three people searched forever but did not find anything. Found downstairs there is a locked door, thinking that there is money down there, so they immediately tried to open the door. Struggling for a while, unable to trust the door, Money immediately took a gun and tried to shoot the door lock, but was stopped by Alex. He didn't want to use the gun in this case, so he dragged Rocky away, but Rocky insisted on staying. Money does not care. He shot through a small empty bottle to break the door lock. Was happy. Alex wasn't far away, heard gunshots, so he turned around because he was worried about Rocky. Looking sideways and looking along, the blind old man suddenly approached. He frantically dodged his way against the wall to avoid the old man. The old man hurriedly locked all the doors, checked to see if he had lost the money. At that moment he revealed the code. Rocky hid behind, so he saw it all. She texted Rocky with her location, wait for him to leave, then quickly opened the safe to get all the money in his pocket. Then the two of them quickly escaped to the basement. The old man, while walking through the living room, smelled his shoes, found out there were two pairs. It turned out that there was not only one in the house. Now he hurriedly opened the cashier to check the money. He found it empty. Angry, he punched the wall. Meanwhile, two people in the basement were looking for a way out when suddenly a woman jumped out. The action made the bell ring. The girl's mouth was covered. Her hands and feet were tied like an animal. Alex and Rocky panicked and quickly left. The girl held a paper to signal for help. Rocky turned around, and it turned out that she was the one who stabbed the blind old man's daughter. She pointed to a safe. Alex used the password Rocky remembered to open the safe, get the key in it. They quickly untied and saved her. The two people helped her to go towards the door to escape. Just as Alex opened the door, about 1 hour, the passage grazed Alex's ear, hit the girl. Two people hurriedly hid into the dark corner. Walking down the stairs, the old man discovered the dead person was the girl. He hugged the body while crying and indignantly. He locked the cellar door to block the exit, collapsed the power bridge in the basement, then started the fight. Play thief hunting. Because he was so familiar with the darkness and his hearing acumen, he quickly caught Alex and gave him a blow. Alex and Rocky quickly escaped to the floor, but now the dog woke up and chased the two of them. The two of them escaped into a room. The old man has prepared a gun to chase. Rocky hides in the windpipes. The dog grabbed Alex on the body, causing him to fall out. The old man caught him immediately, then controlled and stabbed him with scissors. The moment the old man picked up the big scissors, stabbed Alex, but the scissors stabbed into Minette's body earlier without the old man knowing. Rocky was about to escape when the old man suddenly grabbed her and dragged her down. He tied Rocky like the girl from before. It turns out that the dead girl was pregnant with his baby. Since she was dead, he angrily decided to let Rocky take his place. He took out a white liquid in the freezer, pulled out his straw, pulled and cut Rocky's pants. Just as the old man was about to act, suddenly Alex appeared from behind and knocked him down. Rocky, rescued by Alex, angrily took the straw and stabbed him in the mouth, and the two of them tied him up in the cellar. When they were about to leave, he appeared again and shot and killed Alex. Rocky opened the door and ran out to escape, but did not forget to turn around to tease he can't chase her, but the dog is different. Rocky continued to run, escaped into the car when his backpack fell outside. The dog kept watching, so he tried to use a scheme to lock the dog. Having finished controlling the dog, when she breathed a sigh of relief, he reappeared behind her, knocked her unconscious, and dragged her home. Rocky was dragged back in despair. She pressed the button with the alarm control. The loud alarm gave him a headache, not knowing where Rocky was. She took the iron rod and beat him repeatedly in the head, causing him to collapse and fall. She ran away with the money. When he took his sister to the beginning of a new life, news on TV showed that he was still not dead. He never said that he had lost money, only that he had successfully responded to the two robbers.